from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Troy Trojans and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will start this game off with the football. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this. And it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To the air, it's Crowder. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying play action. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Pressure coming, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the... That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Back to pass, it's Davenport. He'll pull it down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Griffin. Powers through the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. Maybe some room here. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Troy. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Number 28, set to kick it away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll run it on the counter. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Davenport. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Upstairs to make the catch. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying to run, it's Martin. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Jaguars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Jaguars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running inside. It's Malone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Give to the single back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, South Alabama!
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The run inside. It's Griffin. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dortch. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lott. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And tackled there by the defense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Makes a man miss. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Martin. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Crowder. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That defense is Guys are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Running inside. It's Griffin. Makes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Option look. It's Crowder. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They go to the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Run inside. It's Martin. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. That's caught. It's Hunter. No chance to run, but still a good gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
Booster.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eye on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Pulls it in, it's Jenkins.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Jenkins. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11, filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Coach Parker told me at halftime they will be without their leading wide receiver. Coach said he was banged up, and they are going to have to go to the backups here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things continue to evolve here with the offense. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Boyd. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. this will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. To run inside, it's Martin. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Davenport. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Troy. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Number 28, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Back to throw, it's Davenport. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. There's a crease. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Davenport. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
His size makes him a matchup nightmare. They recruited him specifically for plays like this, to run down the field, climb the ladder over a smaller DB, make a play for this offense.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Running inside. It's Griffin.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Might be calling a hot route. The run inside. It's Martin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Back to pass. It's Davenport. And that one's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Woods. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside and the work.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Holly, what do you have?
This defense is absolutely going crazy. They have continued to dominate in this ballgame, giving their team the lead, and they can see they're getting to the quarterback. They keep saying, let's keep going. Very dominant performance right here, and they are so excited on the sideline. They keep telling each other to just keep going. They are in control. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get down.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
This time he wants to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Griffin, and he's knocked down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. The short hands, it's Hunter. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Pressure coming. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Malone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it on the option. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
If they're going to win this game in a 2-minute situation, it's not just going to be receivers on the outside making plays. They got to use the entire field, so the tight end over the middle of the field is a great weapon at this juncture of the game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Jacobs. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.